morning, everyone. Good morning, Holly. Lovely to see you. So, surprise, surprise. I thought I might do a card and I had one planned out. So I decided to do it. So I hope you like it when you see it. Hi, Sue. How are you going? My name's Suzie and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Brisbane, Australia. So if you have any crafting needs, such as paper, stamps, dies, alcohol markers, DSP, cardstock, all that sort of stuff, I can help you with it as long as you don't already have a distributor. So here we go, start to the new year. Wow. So let's hope this year is better than last year. Everyone I've spoken to says the same thing, that they're glad that 2025 was over. So let's hope this year's better for all of us. So there's a couple of things I want to go over. Where's my little notebook? I thought I had it. One is the $9 bonus you're going to get. So for every, I think it was 100, oh, here it is. So it's every $90 you spend. Hey, Passion, how are you going? Happy New Year, Jessica. So, yeah, for every $90 you spend, you will get a $9 voucher. So save them up and put them in a place where you can find them come February the 3rd to the 28th. You can then redeem those $9 vouchers. So I think we're all waiting for the 6th of January for it to start. I know I am. I'm not putting my order in until the 6th, sorry. So it's the 6th of January to the 2nd of February. You get $9 for every $90 you spend. You've been very busy painting, Jessica. That's lovely. So today I thought I don't think there's anything else actually before I go down. Only the card retreat on the 23rd and 24th, I think it is, of January. And it's $288, I think it was. And you get 15 cards. So it's similar to what they did with the scrapbooking retreat. They're doing it this time with cards. So if you're going to do it and you've got mountain scene, I love mountains and lakes and sunsets and sunrises. So if you're going to do it and you've got reward points, please use them because it is a lot of money just after Christmas. All right, so that's me done. I don't think I've got anything else I can say about that. It's a Happy New Year to everyone. So we'll go down to the video, to the craft desk. I'm good, Jessica, and yourself. Hope you're doing well. Now, I made a 6x6 box So this card would have to be put in a 6x6 box or in a larger envelope. You could make an envelope yourself, but I made the box up for a certain reason. So inside it is what we're going to do today. So, and it's called a double napkin fold. So this I took off Ice Images. So I was watching her do it. It's her latest one. So here we go again. I love doing these cards. Little shopping yesterday. Yeah, I've got to go shopping today. So this is what we've got. So it's called a double napkin fold. And I just did this so hopefully I can remember what to do. 40 degrees. So what's that in, what are we today? I don't know what we are today. It's a bit humid. So here's what we're going to do. So we'll put that to the side. So I cut everything out yesterday. So hopefully everything goes to plan. So I am using the beautiful butterflies and the delicate pines and fragrant layers. It is a fancy card, isn't it? So, and this one, fragrant layers, I will be using next week. So I'm going to do a few of those. So that's the cards. So this white paper, oh, I did do that. Oh, that must be the one. So I've got a white piece for the back. This white paper has a pattern on it. Can you see it? I don't know whether you can see it. It is if I can find it. It's a specialty paper. Whispers of textures. So there's 3 of one design and then 3 of another. So one's got like little diamonds on it, and then the other one's got lines on it. So that's what I've used for my place for the mats. I've also used Celebrate Together 12 by 12 cardstock. So I've used that. To use an actual cardstock would make it too thick, and it probably wouldn't lie flat. So we're going to leave those to the side for the minute. I've got 2 pieces, well actually I've got 4 pieces of, it's 12 by 12 paper, and this is at 6 inches 6 by 12, so it's 6 inches by 12, and I've got the 2 of those. So we'll start off with our tenfold. So I'll go through the sizes with you as much as I can. So the first one we're going to do is scored at 3 inches. I've had to write it down because I wouldn't, oops, don't use that because I've only got 2 lots of this. So we're scoring it at 3 inches. And then at 6 inches. And we're going to do the same with the other clips. So we're going to score at 3 inches. And 6 inches. Okay, so that is actually our card base, that one. So we'll put that to the side and we'll score our other pieces. So I'm scoring at 3 inches again. And then I'm scoring at 9 inches. And then I'm going to turn it around so it's long ways. And I'm going to score at 3 inches. And I'm going to do exactly the same on this other piece. So score it at 3 inches. Nine inches. And turn it long ways and score down at 3 inches. And then I'm going to put a mark at 6 inches. I'm just going to get pencil. And I'm just going to put a mark there and a mark here. And I'm going to do the same on this one. So 6 inches. And I'm going to put a mark there and a mark here. Okay. And that's all our scoring done. So now we will fold our scores and we'll make sure that they're nice and sharp. And then we're going to fold this one. Hi Glenda, how are you going? Happy New Year. And we'll do the same with this one. Happy New Year to anybody I haven't said Happy New Year to. I've lost my little phone folder. I don't know where it's gone. So that's those two. Then we're going to take these two and make a sharp score. Hi Lorraine, how are you? You're going to be in and out. Okay. So make sure you give them a good scoreline. So this is actually going to be the base of our card. So that one will go like this. And actually that will go. So depending on whether you want the dark side, which I think I will, I'm going to reverse my so we're going to glue that down. So I'm going to put my glue on here. I've got my glue on the other side. So we're going to put it right up to that fold line and make sure that it's level. So that then becomes our card. It's alright that those don't actually meet. So we'll put that to one side and then we'll work on here. So I'm going to take this piece here, this corner, and I will tell you, this paper does rip quite easily, so be careful when you're folding it over, and then score it. And I'm going to do the same here. So I'm going to put that there. Actually, I think they both went this way. I think. So what happens is now which way am I going to do it. Now I've got to get this right. That's there. I got it right when I did this one. So that folds in. That folds in, and this one. Now, I did this last night. I didn't have any problems doing it. So that's there. Here I go. So that one's folds that way. So I hate it when I get stuck like this. So that's the bottom, that's the top. That folds that way. There we go. Whew. There's just a certain way it goes, and you have to get it like that for it to set properly. Now I probably won't remember how to do it on the next one. Hey, good job I did that one to be able to look at it. So there's that one done. Did I fold that to the... There's my mark. So I'm going to, once again, that's our 6-inch mark. Just gently press it down, because as I said, I found when I did the other one that it actually tears very easily. So put that one on a 6-inch mark and press that down and score it. I had it before, didn't I? So that's square, and that one goes back. So there we go. It is a little bulky. Whew, thank goodness that. And I'm glad I had that to remind me of how it went. So we'll put that there. Now we're going to take our mats. A white piece here is for the back to write your notes on. Now hopefully I don't have to trim any of these up. Hopefully I had the right measurements. Yep, we'll put that over there. That's Deirdre calling me. So our white piece here is for the centre. And that is, the mat is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and the pattern is 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. So we'll just attach this. Gotta put this on the other side. It's on the wrong side for me, being left empty. So I'm going to glue that, and that is for the middle of our card. Then we've got these strips, and they are 2 3/4 by 5 3/4 for the white one, and the pattern one is 2 1/2 by 5 1/2. So it just gives me a little border all the way around. And we've got 4 of these. So it's just giving us a tiny bit of a white border around it. So we'll do all this before we start putting the card together. So that was my friend Deirdre, and she probably wants to catch up before she goes back to work. I've got to go and do some shopping, food shopping. This is beautiful paper, this. And we kept to the pinks. Hi, Tanya. Your daughter rang. That's lovely. I always wanted a daughter. And when Shane was born, my gynecologist or obstetrician, whatever you want to call him, said I had a hairy ballerina. But I have granddaughters, so that makes it special. Okay, so now we'll put this part together. So this will go in here like that. This white paper, textured paper is quite nice. I don't know how you'd go stamping on it though. So just make sure. Oh, that's good, Tanya. Boys are a little different than girls. I want to get off there. Now press it down. Oh, I might be able to just adjust it a bit. I'll let you know I can never do straight. Whoops. As long as they fold over like that. And then we're going to put our side bits, 2 of them here. Now what I did with this one, cards everywhere. So these 2 sides. And then when that folds in and we stick this side on, then we put the other mat in there. Okay. So for the time being, we're just going to put the 2 on. Yeah, I was always close to my mum too. I was close with Dad, but I think I was closer to Mum. And then Dad, Gillian, was the was Dad's girl. So there we go, we've got that so far. Now we're going to put that. We're going to add these. So we're going to stick these on here. One on each side. But firstly, we're going to take this corner and we're going to flip it back. And use your bone folder. Where's it gone? Couldn't find the end then. So just put that at the back. If you use cardstock on this, it would just be too thick. So our double-sided paper actually works better. So there we go. So one goes on that side there, and the other one goes on that side there. And that gives us our napkin fold. So I'm going to glue these onto here. So make sure you get it level. And here's when your tumber does come in handy is to get this straight. exactly. That's better. It's a little bit out there on the fold, but sometimes that can't be helped. Alright, so now I'm going to put these into the inside here. Oh, no way. That's funny. So we're going to pop this in here. And then we're going to do the same with this one. So that's there. Alright, so we'll put that there and put a block on it. And I'll squish it down a bit. And we'll put that off to the side. Now we've got these. So 3 squares, the white one, which is our mat, it is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I'm going to put both points into the groove of my trimmer, and I'm going to cut them in half. So I'm going to do that with all 3 of these. I'm melting. Okay, so we've done that one. We're now going to do the same with our pattern paper. So put it in the grooves. You can draw a line down the middle from corner to corner if that makes it any easier for you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our white and we're going to put it up against, and we're going to cut from the corner up. So that will give us a little triangle. So don't do what I did on that first one, was I stuck the pattern paper onto the white paper or onto the mats first, and then when I came to put everything together, I had one side that didn't have a mats on the edge because I didn't do it this way. I think we're all a bit like that, Ray. I don't know of a man that can wash it, hang the washing out. Paul, most of them he just folds over the line, he doesn't even peg them out. Now we're going to do the same with our pattern paper. So again, put it in the crease. This part's a little fiddly, but when you see the finished product, it's worth it, I think. But I like doing cards like this. I like to test my patience, I'd say. I like to do cards that are out of the ordinary. And you'll find Ice Magic and Sam yeah, I agree with you there, Tanya. Both of mine, they were taught to hang the washing out properly, to sew, to cook, do all the things. It's almost Paul puts things out, gets something out, puts it down, and that's where he leaves it. It's so frustrating. So we're now going to stick our little pieces together. So they will go on each piece like that. Now if I say anything to Paul, he goes, well, I work. I said, yeah, but you're not working for me. Yep. I'm slipping too far on the side. I didn't have any slip left in this. So you have got a right side and a back side with this. You won't get to see a lot of it because it'll be covered up with the pattern paper. He's working in the garage today, Paul. He's pulling all the shelving that was in there. So this takes a little bit of time, but I didn't want to do it ahead of time, so I could show you what it's done. It's funny because you watch people doing it, like this one was from Ice Magic, and I watched it twice, and then I watched it again this morning. I didn't watch where the fold went this morning. Well, we're all only human, aren't we? So we make mistakes now and again. Here's a lovely card this morning, Ray. I love pink and brown. Beautiful colours together. Paul's knocking shelves down in the garage. They've got They've had water through them, and the owner just left them there. He left, actually the garage was in a mess, so he asked permission to pull them down. Which they said was okay, as long as we didn't charge the owner. So he's in there hammering and banging away. So if you hear a heap of noise, that's him. Doing the man thing. Excuse me, that went down the wrong way. Can you hear the banging? Okay, so we've got all of our pieces there. So now we're gonna, I'll put this one on the back first, okay? I don't think it really matters. So you can put sentiment on here or write a bit of a note. Whichever you want. Now, these go on. So I'll pull one side out first. So one goes there, another one goes there, and another one goes there, another one there, and there. So I've just marked where they go. So now we've got to glue these on. Yeah, it's funny. Otherwise, we'd have both ended up doing the same thing, wouldn't we? Yeah, I had to tell you I was doing it, otherwise we probably would have had the same card. Oops. That'd been funny if we hadn't spoken. And I went to watch it this morning and you did the same card. Mind you, doing the same card doesn't mean so it's going to turn out the same, because we all have our no, that's right, Laura, it wouldn't be the first time. We all have our own way of doing things, don't we? So the card fold might be the same, but the paper and the way you decorate it would be different. So you see now why we have to cut it first, before we stick it together. Yep, I found this one there because I didn't have it folded out. I didn't fold that part out on the other one. It was tucked under, but that's okay. So now we'll do the other side. Make sure that's out this time. So we do that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Yeah, great minds think alike. So this part of the card is a bit sort of fiddly. He gets that from his mum. He still likes all the old stuff that they were brought up with as kids. I mean, he does like some of the modern stuff too, but mainly he likes all the older stuff. Ah, my granddaughter just wished me a happy new year. She's a bit late, isn't she? She went out clubbing on New Year's Eve. Said to you, be careful. You get a lot of drunks around. You know, when we were young and went clubbing and that, you never had to worry about things like the kids have to today. Yeah, you're probably right there, Tanya. They, I think there's about 4 or 5 of them go together, and they book a hotel or a motel in the city, and close to where the venue is. Yeah, yeah, I agree, right. And then one of them stays sober. They have a couple of drinks at the hotel, and so they don't have to buy the expensive drinks in the club. So this is what we've got so far. So as I said, I put a box on this one, but it still pops up. So now we're going to decorate it. Hi Lynn, how are you going? Lovely to see you. Did you come on earlier and I missed you? I don't know. So I did this yesterday too. So what I was thinking is and I have my flower there. What do you think? There's spare flowers, I think, and leaves. So this would then go this way, and the leaves, white ones, I've put Winker's Stella on. Very pretty. That goes that way. And then the flower on that, and so on as it goes around. So we'll start sticking these on. The flowers I'll pop up with a small with a small dimensional. So I'll just put a couple of dabs of glue on it. And then I'll put a silver one on, a gold one I mean. Now we've got to be careful that we don't go over the edge. The reason being is that when we put it in our box, It looks cute. Let me put it in our box. It's a snug fit, so it would actually fill these up. And then I'll put our flower in the middle. So because we've got a gold one there, we're now going to put a white one here. Bear was racing up and down the garden today, backwards and forwards. So much energy. He's got quite a big garden too, run up and down. I'll have to take another photo of it because he's just growing so big. Didn't want to come off that one. And the flowers too I've done with Winter Stella as well. And then we do a gold one there and a white one here. That's silly. I picked a gold one up instead of a white one. Oh, my thing's falling apart again. Does anybody else get this? It's coming loose. The other one I got, I had to actually put a glue dot in it to keep it. They just seem to be slack. So I got that one there, and then that one there. So we've alternated all along with the gold and the white. Good. Of course, these are pretty flattened in the bowl. And then I thought of putting a butterfly. Let me know what you think. I think it'll be might be too much. Yeah, it is a lot of work, Sue. So let me know what you think about the butterfly. Should I put the butterflies on? So this would have to be for a special person, of course, because it is a lot of work and time. What do you think about the butterflies? Let me know what you think. Whether I put one up there. See that? You like one butterfly? So just one butterfly like that. Maybe one in the opposite corners. So I've got a gold one there and a white one there. I'm going to use Sue's favourites. And I'm going to put one in the middle of the gold flowers. We still have these. I have to have a look because I do need some more. Oh, it doesn't want to move this one. That stuck to my finger. So one more over here. That makes it sparkle. Yeah, that's right. You see, I've got some red ones there that I coloured for something. So I hope we still have them. So what's the conclusion for a butterfly? I don't think it means a butterfly, maybe one in opposite corners. So great, we could put one in the middle like that, wouldn't it? I suppose we could. We could stick it to one of those points. So you could put one there and one there. What do you think of that? Nah, I think I'll leave it how it is. I think it's better. Now, it should have so it should have happy birthday or whatever you want to put in here. I haven't found what I exactly want because I want it in script. I want happy birthday, but I want it in script. So I've got to go through my dies and check. If I haven't got one that I want, I'll do it on my Cricut and cut it out. So there we go. That's a super duper card. To start the month off. And this will then sit in here. And as I said, it's very snug. And then the lid will go on. So there we are. So the box is a 6x6. So to do the box, where is my here it is. So to do the box, it's 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. That's the top. The bottom is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. The top you score 3/4 of an inch, all the way around on 4 sides, and then just snip it and mite it a bit. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. And then the bottom is the 8 1/4, but you score it at 1 inch all the way around. Mite it, and then there you go. You've got a lovely gift, and you could put a rose or something on the top. And it doesn't mess the flowers up too much. I suppose if you were going to post it, you would put it in another box, because this would get broken in the post. So there we go. That's our card for today. And I'll come up the top, change cameras. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, sure, Tanya. Derby. Get the rocks out of the way. So that will open up like that. And the happy birthday or whatever would go in the middle. Oh, hang on, I'll put the camera down again. Silly me. There you go. So that's it. You can decorate these if you want, put something on, but it would have to be flat. But you put happy birthday or whatever you want on. You're doing well. Put your birthday one on here. You could decorate these if you wanted. And so that's how, and it stands up. Okay. Oh, you're not okay, Tanya. And it really doesn't matter until you've got your writing on. What end you stand it up. So. Impressive. Oh, thank you. I'll come back up the top again. There we go. So that's my UB super card for the beginning of the year. So what's today? Friday? Are we Friday? I think so. So I've already got Monday's cards sorted out. So I've just got to design a couple more. It was a shame about the butterflies because they were quite cute. And I did reverse them too, like I did with the gold and white. But I think they would have been too much. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. I always appreciate you ladies coming in and playing with me. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me for you, seeing you. And I do miss you when I don't do one. So it's a chance to have a chat as well, and for each other to have a chat with everyone. All right, so I'm off. I'll go and see what Deirdre wanted now. And If anybody wants any measurements or anything. Yes, you have a blessed night, Jessica. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. And I will see you on Monday. I keep losing what day it is. I think today's Friday. So whether I do one over the weekend, I don't know. But it won't be as fancy as this one. You're welcome, Lynn. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you Monday at this stage. Bye. If you're driving, please be careful on the roads because there are some silly people around. Yeah, you'll see me next week. Bye for now.